Hey y'all, it's your girl Q, and welcome to another installment of Sweet Dreams. Tonight we're going to do the eating portion of the video where I made these beautiful, cute, delicious caramel apples. So I'm going to do the eating part now. Head on over and watch the short if you want to see how these were made. Look at this. Isn't this so cute? Isn't that adorable? Caramel apple. And it's got the little dirt and worms. And little ghosts. Let's get a bite. Mmm. 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 Oh yes. That is delightful. And the cookies add the cookies add a whole different layer of flavor. Oh my god. That Honeycrisp apple. All these flavors work together beautifully with this apple. And I love Honeycrisp apples. Those are my favorite apples because they have that beautiful texture. They're so crisp. And the flavor is just immaculate, period. And this is the perfect size. Because y'all know I really don't like wasting food. Because I really don't like wasting food because I know what it's like to be without. And it's not funny. It's not something to poke fun at all. So I like to get things that I know are not gonna be wasted. Like, you know how you give your kids something and they're not gonna eat all of that. So a lot of that gets wasted. So what I like to do is I like to make things that are sized for them to actually enjoy and not get sick of, you know? Yeah. That is beautiful. Although this is a sweet treat, it's not too sweet. It's not overpoweringly sweet. Overpoweringly sweet. I was gonna get that right. And then these gummy worms are organic and made with real fruit juice. So this is a win. It's a treat, but it still lends to nutritional value because you're eating a whole apple here. Let's be clear about that. But this is beautiful, and I love caramel apples. They're my favorite. And it's juicy. Look at that. If I had to choose between caramel apples or say candy apples, caramel hands down. Hands down, period. Oh my god. Mmm. This is beautiful. Oh, I'm loving them. Mm-hmm. Very delicious. And I'm sorry you guys if you hear any noise and stuff. Those are my cleaning ladies. They are doing a phenomenal job. And I'm so grateful to be able to have help, y'all. Y'all just don't even know. This is beautiful. Now it's time to eat our ghostly pal. Mmm. Come on, juicy. Mmm. 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 Mm. 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 Oh, this is really. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. And did y'all see how easy this was to make? The only steps that I didn't show y'all were me breaking down the cookies for the dirt and and melting down the caramel, because normally, you know, I'll go on in there and make the caramel from scratch. But sometimes you want to be able to do something that's really fun and delightful, but that is not as time consuming. And I get it, y'all. Not everybody is staying at home. You know, a lot of y'all have to work, but you don't want to take the fun and the whimsy out of, you know, being parents. You know what I'm saying? And you still want to be able to do some things that are manageable for your time. And I get that. I truly do. So that's why I wanted to show y'all that you can still do something really fun for the kids. Look at that. That's a wrap, honey. That was beautiful. I'm gonna finish chewing this up. We're gonna drink a little water. Ooh, that was good. That was really delicious. And so we're gonna move this on out the way. Gonna move that plate out the way. And now and wipe up my little area, child, cause ooh, that was good. And it's not really messy. It was just a little, that was it. That was the fallout. Let me show y'all. That was it. Okay. Beautiful. I made 7 of these apples, and I gave both of my babies 3 apiece. 1 to give to a good friend, 1 to give to their favorite teacher or their favorite, you know, staff member, and the other one is for themselves. And I took the odd one out, the odd apple, and and it was bomb, Chad. I'm very, very happy about that. That went very well, and I hope everybody that gets an apple today enjoys it immensely and know that it was prepared with love and sent with that same love. All right, so now y'all, oh, excuse me, that was an apple burp. That's why they say eat your apples, because them things are great for your body, your digestive system, all of that. Yes. So now we're going to drink some water. We're going to drink some water, and we're going to drink water with intention. I'm going to top this up a little bit. Pour some more water in here. And remember what I told y'all about talking to your water. Talk to your water. I drink this water that is filled with clarity, refreshing, cleanness. I drink this water to bring life and to flush my kidneys, to hydrate my body as well as my soul, as well as my mind. I drink this water to bring forth life and a newness within me. I drink this water to quench not only a physical thirst, but a spiritual one as well. Drink y'all water. That was wonderful. Okay, now I'm gonna be right back, but first let's do some deep breathing. Let's breathe in and release. Let's breathe in and release. And so right now, what I want everyone to do, everybody at the sound of my voice, I want you guys to just, whatever it is that could be a stressor for you, or even if it's nothing too serious or whatever, but it just kind of gave you feelings of aggravation or anything of the sort, I want y'all to let it go. Now, I know people will be like, but you know what, you can't just let certain shit, which, trust me, I understand. Being a person who has been traumatized in more ways than one throughout various stages of my development, both as a child, like starting from being 1 month old, okay? But I want you guys to, in this moment, not process anything. Actually set it down, right? We hold all these different things, but I want y'all to set that shit down. There can be people who, you know, want to be your rivals, or just negativity, shade, BS, whatever, honey. I want you guys to rise above those feelings of negativity. And Bernice King, who is Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter, she often says this on Twitter, and it resonates with me because it's something that I'm learning. I'm keeping myself teachable, because I know that that's the key to my advancement, right? That's the key to me continuing to live. You have to be able to be teachable in order to grow. You have to be able to grow and adapt in order to survive and to thrive, right? Times are changing all the time. And so she always says, let provocateurs leave empty-handed. Let the people that are trying to get a negative reaction, let them leave with nothing. Pay them dust, essentially. You know how they say, pay them dust back, pay them dust. That's essentially what that euphemism means. It means to let people who were hoping to use something to hurt you, let them walk away with nothing. Absolutely not a damn thing, okay? It's okay to do that. instead of engaging folks who really don't want to have a real conversation. They just want to try to use something as a dagger or as a way to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that is narcissism 101. You know what I'm saying? That's narcissistic, period. You want to try to gaslight people and say, oh, nobody's thinking about you, but steadily being negative and deceptive and being rather quite ignorant about a lot of things. So you let people that are like that, you let it go. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus and put not your focus on those people and those things, because at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, none of what they're doing is going to work unless you allow it to. Now, when you put yourself in the frame of mind of listening to the stuff, going back and forth about it in your mind, allowing it to weigh on you, because see, I don't live my life through the lens of guilt. That is the whole point of actually dealing with your issues as they come in life. You know, you apologize, you hold yourself accountable, you make amends the best way that you can. Either it's accepted or it's not, but either way, you've done your part. You know, and then forgive yourself. You know what I mean? Be able to, like I said, be teachable in those moments, so that when you're moving forward and the situation arises, you can make a better choice. You can do something that is not going to put you back in the same negative frame of mind. You feel me what I'm trying to say? We uplifting over here. We're not sitting up trying to box people into corners of negativity or trying to use anybody's insecurities against them. That's not what we do over here. We are over here, we're healing, we're making mistakes, we're holding ourselves accountable, and we're moving forward, and then we're living better and increasing our quality of life mentally, physically, emotionally, and giving people the freedom to be able to do that. Why? Because we love ourselves around these parts. And when you love yourself, you don't have that feeling of needing someone else to be at a low for you to be at a high. This is just a naturally high vibration that you gonna feel, and it's authentic and genuine. Period. And that's just that. So right now, what I want you to do, like I said, let them folks go. Let that situation that keeps having you going back and forth in your mind, let that go. And what I mean by let it go is release your energetic hold on it. And when you do that, you're giving yourself the space and the grace to breathe and to be and to exist without always having to put out so much more energy than you're receiving back out of life and out of yourself. Put love back into yourself. Make yourself the focus of your affections. And it's okay to do that. People are like, you know, I want a man that love me more than he love himself. I don't want that. Because then that means that you are not very considerate of your own self and your own feelings, which leads to the understanding that there are no boundaries there, because then you're not going to have boundaries. You're going to expect me not to have boundaries, and that's just not healthy. That's rather toxic and unnecessary way of living. You want to be able to be with people who are solid-minded, and I'm not saying it like because nobody just gets it off the bat. And just because you're not at a certain place mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever the fuck, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of love. However, we take our time, and I'm talking about in terms of people who you are choosing to be around, people you're choosing as a life partner, people you're choosing as friends. You want to be able to surround yourself with people who are going to feed into you what you feed into them. You want to be able to have that reciprocation, even though everybody's style of loving is different. Okay, there's a way that someone can love you uniquely and still love you completely. You get it? And then it really just turns into you being able to reciprocate and water each other. There's nothing wrong with having two-way streets. People, they'll say, well, you're supposed to love people and not expect nothing back in return at all. Like, and that's that. And I feel like, in a sense, that's true. Like, mentally, I put it in my head, I'm doing this with the intent of just, being kind or doing, so then I don't necessarily be like, oh, well, I'm gonna need that back. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not what I'm saying. And it doesn't have to be a tit for tat either. You know what I mean? But what I am saying is this: if you are putting so much into a person, so much into an idea, so much into a group of friends, and you're always feeling like you're at a deficit, that is exactly what that is. And you have to be able to be mature enough to let that go. And it's okay to do that. You're not being mean. You're not, and they may get angry. They may feel some type of way, but you'll be okay because you're setting boundaries, and that's going to have you feeling what? Just like that caramel apple honey. Sweet, whole, not bitter, but better, and absolutely amazing. Period. We are setting people free. We are using our love as liberation, because liberation is love and vice versa. Do you feel me? I love y'all so very much. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do. See you guys next time. Good night or good day, whenever y'all are watching me. Bye, y'all.